Et rebonjour les amis, on se retrouve pour le deuxième épisode de What We Remember the Edith Finch Family. Enfin voilà. Et puis là on était là et il y avait le Swan. Enfin Swan. Qui était là. Il faut se baisser là non? Ouais. Milton. Non. D'accord, bon ça c'est un indice qui va arriver plus tard. Oh, une nouvelle chambre. Oui. Alors voyons voir. Non. C'est la chambre avec les deux gamins. Ça, moi, j'aurais adoré avoir une chambre comme ça. J'aurais adoré avoir une chambre comme ça. Regardez, avec la cabane et tout, là. Oh, c'est moins bien. Regardez, avec une cabane et tout. Ben, j'aurais préféré celle-là, franchement. Plus stylé. Non, celle-là aussi. Non, celle-là, ouais, celle-là. Avec l'espace et tout. Bon, on commence par qui? Parce que en haut des trucs, il y a des personnes. Il y a des personnes. Et on va commencer par là. Je savais que grand-père Sam avait un frère jumeau. D'accord. Voyons voir.
And that he never talked about him.
Tout command center et qu'il n'en parlait jamais. Pourquoi ça?
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
J'imagine que grand-père n'avait jamais... Ouais, c'est sûr. Calvin. Allez, viens, on voit Calvin, mec. Vas-y, Calvin. Ah, il est vite.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
C'est bien ça. Quand je vous
My
dis que
brother
c'était...
said he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
Que c'était...
And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Je sais pas faire de la balançoire. Ah, mais c'est bon, j'ai trouvé les touches.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Ah,
Calvin's story felt strangely
ah
familiar.
oui.
When I was
C'est
younger,
pour
I
ça qu'il y a
remember
plein
trying
de
to do the
tableaux
exact
space.
same thing.
Regarde, espace.
After the
voler.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Ah mais ouais, non mais... Oh, chaud.
Mom
Mais
said
attendez.
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Je vais le croire, putain, ça a dû traumatiser. Oh. Vas-y. Non mais vas-y. Vas-y. Mais putain, vas-y. Voilà. Ok. Oui. Hop, hop. Une porte. Ouvert. Voilà. C'est quoi? Attends, il y a un truc à la fin de la place là. Pourquoi il y a une citrouille là à la fin de la place? Ça m'a fait peur.
The passages were a pretty tight
Les
fit.
passages étaient plutôt...
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Ça va être après ça, à mon avis. Allez, boum. Badaboum. Boum. Barbara.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
D'accord.
Whenever people ask me
Ah,
about my family,
voilà Bigfoot, j'avais vu un
first thing
Bigfoot
they
sur
always wanna
la
know
boîte
about
à
is
pendule,
Barbara.
la boîte qui faisait la musique. Barbara, Finch, Bigfoot. Ah ouais, d'accord, on va revenir. Attends, non. Il y a un truc à étage, non. Je vais aller voir, moi je veux tout faire ça, c'est
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Ouais, c'est sûr. Allez. On part pour Barbara Finch, je pense que c'est là-bas. Ça fait peur ça. Mais c'est normal qu'il y a des soutiens-gorge. Pardon, mais je veux pas être...
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Ah, au lieu de Hollywood et Barbara. Merde, non, je remontais. Oh, pardon, j'ai pas fait exprès. Oh, pardon, je te fais un peu d'exercice, ça va, tu peux me...
I never
Ah,
thought
on a
about
l'histoire
how
là.
hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Ah, elle est belle. Elle a des robes de star et tout. Ouais, en gros, sa chambre, elle est classique, mais en vrai, ça va, elle est cool. Ah, la machine à écriture pour les examens. Et ouais. Avec l'âge 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 ans, elle est morte, non? À 14 ans. Nope. Elle est morte à plus que 20 ans. Pourquoi il y a 14 bougies? Regardez. Putain, ma soeur, mec, elle regarde des trucs chelous.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Allez, boum. Ces vieux juggernauts.
Oh, Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Non, 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 me faites pas un truc instant. Voilà la khadim!
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Putain, je te un shot de ta mère.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Les mecs, je flippe ma race. Je flippe ma race, je vous promets. Moi, j'aime pas les trucs comme ça.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And here he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Not. She played her part beautifully.
Ouais, c'est replage.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Voilà, khadim, tiens, je claque dans la chose, ta mère. Boum, boum.
He wasn't
boom.
moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
What?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Les mecs, j'ai putain de peur.
At the door, she heard whispering. was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Et les mecs, je vous promets, je me chie dessus. Je me chie de... Non mais j'en ai marre de ce jeu.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be
Transpire, putain de
remembered,
sa mère.
as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Ouais, bon, moi, je suis heureuse, elle soit célèbre. On peut passer par là, non? Non. Bon, je pense que... Attendez, on va pas s'arrêter là quand même, mais non, on va faire un autre analyse.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music
Je
box.
crois maintenant savoir pourquoi maman n'avait pas... Moi, ça me fait flipper, je vous avoue. Je vous avoue tout, ça me fait flipper. Je suis une grosse tapette. Non, on peut toujours pas. Ça me donnait frisson. Il y a personne derrière moi, c'est cool. D'accord. What? Pourquoi?
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Ah oui, c'est bon. J'ai compris la phrase, ce qu'elle veut dire. Vous savez, à un moment, elle avait tourné la boîte à musique, elle avait pris la clé. On va faire exactement pareil, on va descendre au sous-sol. Voilà. Yes. Je confirme le dans je t'attends. Je déconne.
Mom said the
Ouais, j'ai
basement
déjà
was
un peu
off
joué, moi, je
limits,
trouve.
unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Ah, c'est Seven Up and yeah. Après, je pense que
I
je
saw
ferai une
Edie
pause.
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
C'est petit. Ah oui, il a quand même vécu une bonne
Goodbye,
cinquantaine d'ans.
everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
On va de se vivre à mort. Je sais pas si vous pouvez le sentir. Alors on retourne le bocal à l'époque.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
On est presque amical en guerre. Oh, j'aime pas ce bruit. Oh, vous êtes prêts? Oh.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Oh non, c'est du faux. Oh, tu bigoule. Allez, on descend. Ça doit être dégueulasse, ces pêches qui mangent. Hein. T'as un beau coup là, moi je trouve ça dégueulasse.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
Et Molly. Non.
And Calvin.
L'hallucination. Il sait.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Il reste positif.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
C'est grave, c'est pour rentrer.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh putain.
I'm sure my mom was trying to
On va
protect
y
me.
arriver. Vas-y là. Vas-y. Mais putain, bon, c'est bugué. Elle sent mal. Elle est galère en même temps. Ah, moi, tu vois, j'aurais descendu comme ça, j'aurais fait un grand saut. Là, wouh.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Mais si elle
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Aïe. Oh. Oh, nuit, j'ai eu mal dans la vraie vie. Aïe.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
C'est quoi ça là-bas? Ah, il y a un petit chemin là.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh non, non, te suicide pas. De toute façon, on n'a pas fini le truc. C'est bon, je vois.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Et je bloquais pas en caillou.
And the history you're a part of.
Moi, je fais partie de l'histoire. Moi, je fais partie de l'histoire. Non, mais ça va pas, quoi, là. Je suis malade. Il faut aller dans l'eau. Eh, mais me jugez pas, je connais pas le jeu. Ah non, il faut aller là-bas. Taillot. Ah non, je peux pas sauter.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Oh, je t'assure, je suis complètement perdue.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Je sais, là, on est dans ce moment flic pas, et moi je chante Mario.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Tout semble possible. Eh ben oui, tout est possible avec la carte kiwi. Tout est possible avec la carte kiwi. Tout est possible avec la carte kiwi. Alors, tout est possible avec la carte kiwi. Voilà Khadim, voilà la Khadim, voilà la Khadim pour bas. D'accord.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Non, ils ont fait un cimetière.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Bah oui, c'est
3
normal.
of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Non, me dis pas qu'ils ont mis Molly à l'intérieur. Molly. Shadow Oliver. Bob. Christophe. C'est quoi ça? C'est un serpent? Serpent. Chat. Lapin. Poisson. Chat. Lapin. Tu peux construire des phrases, s'il te plaît?
Sven built the house, but it was Edith who designed the cemetery.
Walter, Edith, Finch, Sans Finch, Molly Finch, Calvin Finch, Bob Finch. D'accord.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
C'est pas la maison qu'ils ont perdue là? Mais si, à mon avis, je pense que c'est ça.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oui, c'est une vieille maison. J'ai bien raison. No.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. And all along, for me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Ta gueule! Ta gueule! Eh ben dis donc mec, mec, je vous promets, ce jeu il me
But
touche
looking back
vraiment.
on it now,
Sauvegarde un courrier.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Arrête de faire victime, je te dis, arrête. Je vous le dis, elle est enfin, la radio. Je te promets, arrête ou sinon je coupe la vidéo.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but
En fait, t'as envie
I
de
think
périr,
he
c'est
and my
ça
mom had a
quoi.
lot in common.
Oui, je pense.
They were both pretty intense.
Non, c'est celui qui était barjot là. Ta gueule parce que toi aussi t'es barjot. Et je vous promets, je joue à la
Instead
manette.
of hiding
pas-
from death, Sam
On
seemed to go
s'en
out of
bat
his way
les
to
couilles
meet
que
it.
tu joues à la manette ou pas. Sam, c'est celui qui était... Je connais, c'est un gros malade mental lui. Il passe qu'à la chasse. À un moment il est... Pardon. Je sais comment il est moi au moins, je vais regarder. Mais t'avais dit que tu t'étais pas spoilé. Ah là, une ticket, putain. Parce que c'était un des plus malades mentaux de la famille. Je te promets ta gueule parce que t'en es un. Ah oui, t'en es un. Je sais ce qu'il aime. Bon, allez, on se lit ça et après j'arrête l'épisode. Allez. Non, attends. Ou au pire,
Non,
vous
tu
savez
le
quoi,
gardes
ça,
pour
je le garde
l'épisode
le troisième
3.
épisode. Non, 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 je vous le garde pour le 3e épisode. Bon, allez, à plus les amis. On se retrouve pour le 3e épisode qui est juste demain. Allez, à toutes.